bro, being late is not rude. I've had enough. I've had enough of society, okay?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Right, guys, I'm gonna play this simplistic build again, okay? I'm gonna play the simplistic build. This is super simplistic. We're just gonna go with very basic stuff. I made a video on the YouTube about it. We're gonna do it again here and now. Let's get it. Let's see what we can do.
Shockwave.
Let's see what we can do. I want this crack shot dead.
Dispel. Watch your feet. Shockwave.
Okay. 800k is pretty good, especially since I didn't even use my trinket. And the reason I didn't use my trinket is because I was pressing too many buttons, you know? Like, that's pretty good considering we're playing with, like, the basic build. You know? We're taking a DPS hit here for this build. Now, obviously, yeah, okay, I got PI'd, I got a little augmentation, but, like, that's still pretty good. What's that for? Starting to gear up Havoc Demon Hunter. Know what my second highest stat should be? Oh, I don't know. What person can you check out? Probably somebody on Raid.io, right? Like, just check out... I mean, even just checking out Moloch.io is fine. It'll give you a rough estimate of, like, what people are playing in general. Like, if you see 2 stats far and away, like, the highest, like it is for Feral, then okay, you're good. You can probably follow that. But if you have, like, 3 stats that are all roughly, like, similar-ish, then you just know, like, okay, well, these stats are probably somewhat equal in power. So I can pop my berserk again here. The point of this build, we just want to be pressing buttons. Just pressing CDs, man. It's fortified week, we're pressing buttons. When we drop down to low target counts, I can start raking. That mob's about to die, so I'm not going to bother with the rake. Technically, in this situation, I would swipe for more damage in AoE rather than shredding. So on two or more targets, you want to swipe. But because we had a mob that like 30% health and one at 5% health, one's going to die naturally anyway, so we're just like, yeah, let's shred down this guy. Oh wait, don't take that, don't take that, let it drop, let it drop, let it drop, let it drop. Oh. Okay, that's fine.
Charging, move.
So I'm going to Convoke in a second. We send.
Charging, move.
Yo, thank you for helping out Peanut Butter there, guys.
Phase 2.
Phase 2. Cool, and then we got Berserk coming up soon.
Watch your step.
Like I say, the point of this build, just send things. You don't need to line your Convoke and your Berserk up, you can just send them. On single target, you're just shredding. You're maintaining Thrash. When it gets low, you can refresh it. You just hold here, chill, do a little chest spin. Whee! Now we do another rip. We didn't overcap, so we're fine. As long as we're not overcapping on energy, then we're okay. I make people regret inviting me to keys, I swear to God. Wow, Sai, why don't you have a pre-made? I don't know, bro. Probably because I'm doing chair spins in my 24 key.
Interrupt.
So obviously in this key, we're getting PI'd. And we're also getting Augmentation Evoker. And I was saying in the previous dungeon, but I know that I'm going to upload probably this one to YouTube, so I'll say it again. Like, you would think, oh, well, Sai, this build is going to be looking a lot stronger than it should because you have Shadow Priest and Augmentation Evoker. And I would throw it back to you and say that, actually, I need my build to be stronger. Like, because I'm the majority of the damage, right? Like, in theory, we're down 1 DPS player, so any buff to me needs to be even more impactful. So my damage is even more reliant, like, you know, the group succeeding is even more reliant on my damage than if we had a third DPS, you know, purebred DPS. So, yeah. No way you just did that? Bro, I was pooling on energy. This boss doesn't one-shot me. It's fine. Right, so I can do a pull away, but maybe... Yeah, I do. Oh, wait, what? Is he gonna do? He's doing? Okay. Schnerd has it. What else you guys sent to me, chat? Let me do that. That single target, though? Yeah, the single target isn't great. Absolutely. But I also didn't have cooldowns immediately on boss. I should have gotten 2 berserks and, like, 2 convokes, right? How long was it? 2 minutes 23? So I should have gotten 2 berserks and 2 convokes, and I didn't. And the reason I didn't is because it's fort week, and I'm just like, I can just send, you know? Wait, how did the tank get in front of me? What happened?
Run. Dispel.
So, like, yes, the single target isn't great, but that's still okay. Because it's fort week, and like I say, I could have... If it was Tyrannical week, then I would have made sure that my cooldowns were up at the beginning of the boss so that I could get 2.
Run.
Whereas on fort week, I don't care as much. Because as well, those enforcers are pretty nasty on fort week. Because then your healer is, people are popping more defenses, so they have fewer things available for the boss. And they're popping more defenses because those enforcers with the shouts are pretty nasty. Beacon here. Maintaining Thrash when he gets low. We're resending. Trying to rely on Apex bites as my way of biting, instead of spending combo points on him. And then we're just swiping. Swipe, Thrash, Primal Wrath. Bruh, playing Overwatch 2, 0 deaths and Zenyatta. Sheesh, okay. 2 games so far, no supports on my team of deaths yet. Wow. Overwatch is a really fun game, man. It's, Didn't Blizzard kind of, like, stop supporting it as much? And, like, haven't they said that they're not doing a... like, the PvE side of the game now? Which is a bit of a shame. Yeah, are we chaining? Those hearts? Yeah, but didn't they cancel the, like, Overwatch League and stuff? Like, didn't they kind of do some damage to Overwatch, to the league? They just, like, cancel it and... So the talent tree wasn't meaning... Right, okay.
Target you.
What about the story side?
Run.
Right, boss is gonna jump and then I'm gonna convoke. Perfect. We also wanted those, like, shitty mobs to die because sending convoke on mobs like that is just wasteful.
Change target.
I could have even held it a second longer there.
Target you. Run. Danger, danger.
Story isn't playable content? Right. I see.
Target you. Run.
Overwatch is fun though. I like Overwatch. My friends play it some, like, you know. Every once in a while it comes back into the, you know, into the fold, back into the fray. Just played sometimes.
Target.
Bro, this build is actually
Danger.
pretty good, all things considered.
Run.
Yeah, Fixation needs to last longer. It kind of feels like another bleed.
Target you.
Where... Yeah, I don't know. It feels like another bleed, basically. It's kind of cool that it operates like that, but at the same time, I think it just doesn't quite last long enough. The whole point of Fixation is that you shouldn't have to you shouldn't have to be managing a Fixation, right? It should be like, hey, you're fixated on this until you change it. In a way. You'd want some kind of urgency
Change
on it, or like
target.
agency on it, but at the same time, I don't think it needs quite what it's got. Top tip, you can shapeshift out of those if you'd like to.
Run.
Gotta let them hit you first. Bro, if we time this 24 with me playing this build, that's hilarious. Should be perma? I don't know. I don't like permanent buffs, right? We saw an issue where Rip was permanent when you were biting, right? And that kind of caused issues.
Yeah.
I don't like permanent buffs on Feral per se, but lasting more than 8 seconds I think is pretty critical. Because there's times where, like, bosses move out and you gotta run away. Like, Echo of Neltharion, I'm progressing him right now. And, like, you just have to move away. Every time the boss, you like, kind of go into a new segment. And the boss is doing his big, like, AoE cast or whatever. You have to move away, and then it can drop off, but your bleeds are still active, but you're not getting the damage benefit, and it just feels weird. No, yeah, you don't want to pre-shapeshift. You want to let the barrel hit you, and then you shapeshift out of it. Bro, this is like the, hey, I'm streaming build, you know? This is like, don't pay attention to anything. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you need to be in the form to shapeshift out of it. You can't shapeshift within it, right? Yeah,
Run.
exactly. You can jump with the static cling. What's... Oh, last boss of Vortex Pinnacle. Oh, I should have started the RP, but... Nah, with Orgvoker, I don't think you start RP as a druid, because you're then down you're down 2 DPS, right? Like, you're just missing so much if you do that.
Run. 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 Run.
Making sure when things start to die, of course, that I'm pressing Tiger Fury, like, quite excessively, because I want to maintain as high uptime on Tiger Fury as possible, and I get my little energy bump, so that one of those shades dies, so I press Tiger Fury, another one dies, I don't need to press it yet, but I can press it soon, because we're going to have another one of these guys die. So he dies, so I can press it. Rake
Run.
these dudes. This tank's good.
Run.
Trying to, if I can, like, this is still a little bit of min-max that you can do on this build. Try and fixate, dive fixate by shredding on a mob, and then try and ferocious bite whenever you get your free bites. Try and use them on that mob that you're fixating for that extra little damage bump. It's like a little bit of min-max that you can do with this build. And I can also rake Tortollan here, my primary target. Right, I'm going to start spamming Tiger Fury as well as all of my other buttons until these mobs start to die off. Do a little vortex. Yeah, we can knock him back. See ya. Phew. By the way, with this kind of VOD, do you guys like me just uploading, like, just ripping a full VOD, or do you guys like me kind of chopping it up, taking little segments? Because it's a lot more work to take little segments, dude. I actually have to watch the video back and edit it. It's the whole thing, man. Oh, I think I raked during that Convoke right at the last second. I'm part of 2 chests. I mean, did you 1 chest still? Sometimes you can go for the 2 chests you throw and you don't even get the 1 chest.
Run. Run.
So like us here will probably watch either way. Yeah, true. I mean, yeah, you guys here are gonna watch like regardless. But yeah, I should pull that on YouTube. You're right. Absolutely right.
Run.
That's the before we chained out in last pack before boss. We went like 1 minute over. That's unfortunate. You hate to see it. But like this one would probably be more useful in its entirety. Yeah, I think so. I think if you just take like random little clips, it's like hard to gauge. Like, okay, well, maybe you did damage here, but did you do damage? You know, what happened? What do you do outside of that stuff? You know. So you need mana. Spiteful increases my damage so much. I like it, man. Get my little Tiger Fury resets.
Stay away from
Thank
lines.
you. Yeah, just like do the first pull and the last pull of the dungeon. Just every bloodlust and then call it there.
Run.
Got 5 bites? Yo, that's a big old Convoke. They need to buff Convoke, man. It's just like, it's just a bit too far away from especially that you gotta invest 2 talent points just to get 1 minute Convoke. Like, it's just not gonna happen, man. I'm only playing Convoke because I find it fun. But they need to do something with it. They need to give it a little bump. They could bring back a little bit of that mastery gain. Maybe it might be effective. Like, maybe the Ashamain makes it 1 minute and also gives you a mastery bump or something. So at least, like, yeah, you gotta invest heavy in it. But you get more value, because, like, 1 minute Convoke is just... The only reason Convoke was good was because of Nia and Conflux. Like, it wasn't good because it was, you know... Like, you're in AoE and you, like, thrash and then, like, bite twice, and it's like, okay.
Stay away from lines.
Yeah, they removed Tiger Fury from it, which actually made it stronger. They thought it was going to nerf it, but it actually made it stronger. Also, Berserk without Incon doesn't feel as good. Yeah, Berserk without Incon also doesn't feel as good, so you're like double losing, you know? Give me the mastery, dude. Or at least give me like Conflux or something, you know? At least during its duration, all my other damage gets amped up. Kind of interesting to use it for the Tiger Fury. Yeah, but you just don't need to these days because of the new talent system, right? Yo, we're getting the sea shanties going on. The AoE benefit of Convoking is getting the Rampant Ferocity, right? These days, anyway. Thank you.
Nobody cares about your push week! You dog shit and plusser! Brain dead! My push week! What you pushing, bud? pushing, bud. You're not pushing shit. Holy.
Zam. Lethal Devil, hello, hey Mr. Cat, how you doing on this fine day? I'm doing wonderfully well today, thank you very much for asking. I'm having a good week, you know? I'm having a good week. Just started a new workout plan, had some football games this week. Oh, I actually got injured at my last game, but still. So the gym's going well, my fitness is getting there, sort of. Yeah, I'm feeling good, you know? Like I tweeted out last night, it was probably a pretty lame tweet, like my girlfriend was laughing at me for putting it out, but I was just saying like, you know, trying to have some really good, like, positive things in my day every day. Like every day I look forward to something, you know? I got football twice a week, I got gym every night, I got streaming, you know, I got like all this stuff that I'm looking forward to constantly, and it's really nice having constant things to be looking forward to. I think it's really important. Like one of the best things I've done in the last few years for myself is actually just playing football again. I've not played since I was like a kid, and it's just been really good for me.
Dispel. Dispel.
What position do I play, coach? Nah, I play right back. So obviously I'm talking about like English football, and yeah, I play right back. But I've kind of slotted into that position because I think, well, it's a hard position, but it's, in fact, at many times I'm marking like, you know, I'll be marking the opponent team's like best player and stuff like that. So it is a hard, demanding position, but you don't necessarily need a lot of game sense for it compared to some of the other positions. And coming back after like a 12-year break, I kind of just didn't know what the hell was going on. So like, all right, put you at right back, done. But like last week just gone, or this week just gone, Sunday, I got to play right mid. And I actually was doing alright. Like, I actually was doing alright with it. They seemed happy, so that's good. I had to come off after like 20 minutes because of injuries and well, injuries which then affected my fitness. I basically had, my foot was all puffy and blue. I got my foot stamped on twice.
Run.
Kind of got munted, really. But yeah, thank you for those 10 months, Lethal. I really appreciate that. How are you doing today? Good, glad to hear it. Used to play center. Oh, okay. You mean mid-mid? The middle of the mid? Center half. I always laugh at football positions. Center half. Half half. Mid-mid, center. If you're happy and you know it, stamp size feet. That's what I'm saying, man. I got stamped on in the warm-up, and then there's actually a really good clip of it, of me just getting absolutely, like, this kid just slides into me and just, like, cleans me out. But I saw him coming, and I knew he was gonna, like, because of the situation, I knew I just had to continue.
Shockwave.
When I played center back. Okay. We played 1-4-3-2. It was really weird, but controlled the backline in that one slot. Yeah, for sure, for sure. So wait, you only had two at... Wait. Wait, you had two at the back, or... You had one at the back? I'm still getting that football. Is an offside trap formation? Right. Interesting. And you're from America, right, Sias? So half of them don't even know what offside is anyway, so I'm sure it probably worked a real high percentage of the time. Hehehe, we got him, boys.
Watch your step.
That was pretty interesting, though. That is a really weird formation. Only one at the back. But I mean, like, if your midfield's, you know, if your midfield's not just running out of position and they're actually getting back, then it could work. Because your midfield just have to act as temporary defenders. Play FIFA Team Builder. Nice. Okay. Yes. Right, I'm going to save this Convoke for a second because he's about to take increased damage. Yeah. Save this Convoke. Send it now. Playing against some Mexican families too? Oh, yeah. Okay, they fuck. Yeah. The Mexicans don't mess around. They know how to play.
Watch your step.
The what? The World Cup? What's that? Just fun. Yeah, the World Cup is like the only football I'll actually watch. But these, I've started actually filming my own games so that I can like watch them back and like look at ways I can, well, just for fun, but also just like, you know, look at ways I can improve and this and that, you know. I like, when I get into stuff, I like to really, really get into it. Okay, so this build, ignoring football for a moment, this build, so we've done a 220k overall. In a 24, and it has been more than fine. Yes, could we have played a better build? Absolutely. Was this build more than enough in order to time even a 24 key? Yes. So what that confirms to me is that you can play a very simplistic Feral build, as he does less single target than the tank. You can play a very simplistic build here with Feral and still perform well. Oh my god, Cape with Avoidance. Oh.